Now, Stormwatch 12 weather with meteorologist Oliver Smith.
Well, today was definitely a beautiful day in southwestern Oregon and northern California. Here in Medford, it is 78 degrees, very mild temperatures overall. So yeah, it definitely is above average. We made it into the low 60s along the Oregon coast for Brookings, 70s towards Klamath Falls, and right around 80 degrees from Grants Pass all the way down towards Mount Shasta City, give or take a degree or two, with Montague being the warmer spot at 81 degrees. We do have high pressure right over us right now, so that gave the temperatures to be warmer for today. They'll be a little bit warmer for tomorrow. But there is a system way offshore. It's not a super strong looking by looks. There's not a whole lot of massive cloud cover, but there is plenty of showers behind it. That system will actually get closer to our region in the days to come. We'll talk about that here coming up. But for tonight, we're going to be looking at temperatures just still a little bit on the chilly side. East the Cascades, upper 30s to low 40s. We'll be looking at generally between about 45 to 50 degrees up and down I-5 from Mount Shasta through Grants Pass, and generally mid 40s for the Oregon coast. So a little bit warmer tonight compared to last night. So for Memorial Day for tomorrow, temperatures are going to be warmer. It's going to be a very nice day overall. We should start to make the 80s once we get towards the middle part of the afternoon, and then by the late afternoon, temperatures well into the 80s. A lot of sunshine for most of the area. In fact, we're going to be looking at a significant breezy conditions for tomorrow, kind of like what we saw today, and only wind gusts were around 20 miles an hour along the Oregon coast. But 70s east of the Cascades, 80s west of the Cascades, with the exception of 66 towards Brookings along the Oregon coast will stay in the 60s, 79 for Mount Shasta City, and 65 for Crater Lake with plenty of sunshine. So what we're going to be looking at for the next couple of days is, well, very nice weather. We might see some high clouds from time to time for our region, but then once we get towards the latter part of the day on Memorial Day, we might see a few bubbling cumulus clouds over towards Siskiyou County. It wants to indicate some showers, but it's just going to be too dry really for that to happen. Now, once we get towards Tuesday morning, we're going to start seeing a good, strong onshore push in our region. So we'll start off with cloud cover, and we could see a few showers in the extreme northern part of Curry County on Tuesday, but that's going to be mostly later in the day. And you can see we're just going to have a lot of clouds, but we could see a few showers and maybe a few thunderstorms in the Cascades, extreme eastern Siskiyou County, and parts of east of the Cascades once we get towards the day on Tuesday. They're going to be pretty few and far between. We're not looking for any kind of widespread event or anything along those lines, but there is that possibility. Once we get towards Wednesday, we could see some morning clouds, afternoon sunshine. It's going to be pretty nice overall. Now, if you're heading to the Cascades over the next couple of days, if you don't want to be wet, or at least the zero chance of getting wet, Memorial Day and Wednesday will definitely be your days, but you can see temperatures dropping from near 70 on Memorial Day to mid 50s on Wednesday. Now, that system that's going to be moving into our region, yeah, it'll be a bit on the breezy side for Tuesday and into Wednesday. We're not looking at any significant winds. I don't think we'll have like wind advisory kind of winds, but it'll definitely be a bit on the breezy side. Now, in terms of rainfall amounts, you can see there's just not going to be a whole lot of rain. So when we do, pretty much the green shading is the best indication of where we could really be looking at the possibility for showers. So warmer temperatures for tomorrow as high pressure builds in from the south. That'll push off towards the east as that system moves through the region for Tuesday and into Wednesday. That'll shift off towards the east by the end of the next week, or this week. Then we'll start having high pressure build in yet again, looking pretty nice. Then we get a little bit of a cool down as we get towards Saturday. Sunday temperatures come back up again. And then 7 to 10 days out, things get really interesting because we have a big system offshore. We're going to have a very strong southwesterly flow. And we're going to be on the borderline for potentially a stormy week. So we'll have to keep an eye on that in the days to come. So the forecast for the Oregon coast, temperatures staying into the 60s. Pretty dry for everybody except maybe towards Port Orford, where you may have a stray shower on Tuesday. Northern California will have 70s and 80s for the next several days. Your best chance of any kind of activity would be late in the day on Tuesday. Otherwise, 70s and 80s for the rest of the week. Klamath Basin, same kind of scenario, except your coolest day will be on Wednesday, as most locations will be, and then we'll rebound back into the 80s for next weekend. Cascades, maybe a shower or thunderstorm late in the day on Tuesday, cooler on Wednesday. But tomorrow is going to be very, very nice overall. Here in the Rogue Valley, that'll be our warmest day for the week, at least maybe until about Friday, and then temperatures will rebound back to the 80s for Thursday and Friday.
Thanks, Oliver.